Right, good afternoon, chaps. It is Sunday, the 23rd of July 2023. The time is 1900, which is 7 p.m. here, and just after 7 p.m. So the market's not open. I'm going to do my usual weekly market analysis, and if you follow me to the end, then you will see some of the trade setups that I've done on the Discord group, some of the losses I took in the dollar yen, and how I've caught the dollar yen in the end, ending up in profitable week after week after week. And this is all done in advance. Now, I've just released another video called the Complete Professional Technical Analysis Discord, which is allowing members, there's a 30-day link on there, but allowing members to, or followers to join and become a member of the Discord group. So watch that video and understand what I'm doing in the Discord group over the next probably few months to build up all these videos for a complete strategy covering everything you need to be the top professional trader, or one of the top in the world, because in 5 years from now my name will be everywhere. I will be the yin to Warren Buffett's yang. He's a fundamental trader. I'll be the number one technical trader, because I just understand to follow price and what the institutions are doing, and now I can put 100% rules to it. So I want to share that for free with everybody. I'm making money. I'm not going to make money from you guys. If ever I do charge in a Discord channel, that will be a group decision, and it will be for charity, and everybody will be able to trade it. So every professional Discord trader will be able to trade it, I should say. So I'm going to have these levels, and once you're making money, you'll be able to join in, and we can donate money to charity as well, and build it up into hopefully the millions in the next 5 years. Very bold statement, but dream big, and it shall be so. So let's get on with the markets. I'm going to start actually with gold, because Mananas trades gold, and he's doing extremely well. There was a move up here, this strong move, that could have caught somewhere in this extreme, potentially. I don't know if Mananas caught that very extreme, but there was some stop outs last week in this area. There was some 60-minute. In fact, let's go into the higher time frame and drop down, looking at this area right here. This is the extreme sort of area. Get rid of that for a moment. Then we'll move through the rest of the currency pairs. So this is this ABE range that Mananas is trading. I also took a trade. I think I had a loss. We'll go into that. So this is the weekly break now, and we're into this area of this huge monthly / weekly. So this is the extreme of that area. So this is the monthly high. This is the area where we was trading last week, and I took some losses. I think Mananas is in it now, but I decided to trade the dollar yen. I only take one trade at a time, and I find many other setups, but I'll only trade one at a time. So this is what is going on now on the daily. We've got this daily downtrend, and it was the move up, the break in these areas that we were drilling down the time frames. And Mananas has caught a trade right up in here from the Discord group. So you can see we've got this trend line break, and we've got this general uptrend, first of all from here, and then from here to here. This is really a rally-based rally. But if we come down to a 240, and I'm going to clean this back up again, just in this area. Now you understand, so you can see what's going on. This is that general. Initially, from this pivot point here, we had this, and it is still a trend line that needs to be really broken. But if we draw a new trend line, since we made a pivot and swing, we've actually taken out this trend line. So, and also we have removed demand. That was a demand level. So what was demand becomes supply. If you're at these areas that I've got in the strategies, that will be displayed in the Discord group, in videos, and on the YouTube channel in due course. So coming back up into this area is a short, but Mananas has actually caught a short already. So last week I was watching this, because we're in a weekly level, this trend line break, or this area. This is what we was watching, I believe, on a 60. And in fact, it was that. You see this move here, these number of moves. This is where I was shorting in the end, and price pushed higher. So I was stopped out. I left it alone. Nothing wrong with that. I never watched this area because I was too heavily watching dollar yen. When I focus on the pair that looks the best, profit margin and so forth, then I will focus my attention on that. I keep an eye on other pairs, but I've already done my due diligence and I know which higher time frame I want to trade for the best reward to risk. And I took my fair share of losses last week in the dollar yen trying to get in, and finally I got in, and I'm still in that trade, as we'll go into shortly. So this is what Mananas is watching as well, this 60-minute, and he was waiting for price to come up into this level, which I believe he caught, and he's in a trade now, or managing that trade, and price is starting to drop. For myself, I was very aggressive in this area, nothing wrong with that. And if I was still trading it, I would have, we did point this in the Discord group to take this sort of trading. So let me just go into the Discord group to show you, first of all, I'm not making this up as I go along. This is exactly what we do in the Discord group. And I post from my phone when I am out and about, because I'm focusing on one, and I put a hell of a lot in this. So let me see if we can find Mananas' post, if it loads up. Come on. It's the only thing with this Discord, I might have to upgrade it, but it moves a bit. So here's Mananas' post right here. With a small set and forget, but we'll add if to it. Oh, he's already in it, and he's going to add to it if the trend line break flip zone returns to the trend line break. So this is where he's looking at adding. So I think he's got in up here, and he's adding if this is what happens, we retrace. So I think he may have posted. I'm not sure if he posted here. Day off today, so looking for entry in gold, also at the high, which he was looking up in this area. So this is where he's caught that gold, which we're looking at round about here. So this is the areas, and in the end he's gotten into the trade, and that's his posting, and he wants to add to a position. And then I started talking about the dollar yen, and how I've caught the dollar yen and what I'm looking for. So I'm always predicting future price movements based on the strategies. That's all. It's not me using a crystal ball. It's just on the strategies. So this is the dollar yen, pretty much what I was looking at, and I was hoping the next hour does this. This is near the market close because I've already took profits and re-entered again. So I've already banked profits at around about 7-8 to 1 or something like that, and then re-entered. And now I've got a carry trade over the weekend. So this is my dollar yen position at the moment as it stands right now. So this is what's going on. So let's just come back out to the daily and see what can happen, because obviously when you expand, you're coming out of the time frames. We could still have double tops. We haven't removed, if we look at the daily, we've not removed demand yet. We've not removed it. So price as a trend following daily could bounce from here and come all the way back up, which is why Mananas has got in at the extreme. If we look where we are on the monthly though, I tend to lean on more looking or waiting on daily supply levels. So now I'm waiting, and so is Mananas, for this daily level to be taken out. This is not a high probability trend following level for us. It could work. Day trading, if you manage it correctly, you'll definitely get some pips out of this level. But we're looking at long term. Mananas' goal is going for targets here and targets here. Only thing I would suggest to Mananas is maybe take off some of your position there, and if price rallies again, look to get back in, or wait for this daily level to be taken out, and then create new daily supply, and then take some position off here and add that way. So Mananas is moving. He's getting the right mindset. He's understanding how I think, and this is slow long term. But that's enough on the gold. This is the level that Mananas is looking at right now for the pullback, just in case anybody trades gold to add to the position. And again, he will probably watch 15-minute and lower time frames in there to see if he gets the right structure and break. Then he will enter, and I'm guessing he'll have his stop more conservatively above this level, and that's the way he will do it. Trade management, he understands now, and he's developing his trade management skills. So let's have a look at the dollar yen that I'm in. This is the monthly, and the monthly we're kind of possibly could be moving into some range bound market, because we're bouncing from this lower demand, but we do have supply because we did close below this area of demand. But if we drop to the weekly, all I'm trading, and it is quite high, but it's still an area, if I'll come back to the monthly, an area where target can reach this area. It's got the potential before reversing. I love getting the reversals in the extreme at the wiki areas, but the probability of reaching up there is getting harder, because now we're starting to move in a potential range bound, or at least a pause. And with range bound markets, we do tend to reach near the extremes. So the probability is quite good, but not as good as if we didn't have a area of supply, a range bound market. So now I manage this a bit differently. That's all it is. My expectation is differently. I will use a different trade management strategy. So this level down here, as per my previous videos, I didn't talk too much about the dollar yen. I was looking at the euro yen, but I think that's already reached its target. Okay, that's already played out. So this is the next one that I was trying to keep an eye on, and we had a fake out. This is where I took some of my losses last week on lower time frames. I should have actually expanded. I'm always learning, and took a step back early because the volatility stepped in. And I understand they were setting up traps, but potentially was also a breakout because we were taking out. So I was playing both sides, watching it. I was definitely in profit both ways, but I didn't move my stops to break even because I always take my trades and allow them to breathe. So I took some losses, but it's fine. I'm well up still last week, and you know, it's going great. It's going good. So this is the area. This is my target. I'm expecting price to reach the 143.90. I'm not looking at going for the 148. I'm looking at the 144 area. That is my target. The position size on this account is small because I use this to display on this Tickmill account that I'm going to turn over to my FXCM. I've got multiple accounts, by the way, but I don't post anything in my other accounts. So I take plenty of trades there that I don't want to confuse people. We're trying to sing off one song sheet, so I've been using one trade at a time in displaying here. So let's have a look what's going on. Price is closed up here, the weekly, very strong bullish candle, but it's an inside candle, but expected, because I'm expecting some open, possibly small retracement and a rally higher. So my expectation is to manage this a little bit more aggressively. In fact, it's already managed. If you look at my entry, my stop is here. Okay, so I'm quite happy. I've made money up here already last week. In fact, it was this big move that I made money on, and that was using different trade management rules, which is in the Discord group. So if you join the Discord group, chaps, I'll add you into the channels, and then you can go back and have a look through history if you like. There's nothing hidden. It's all out there, including mistakes, errors, and the problems in trying to get this methodology across in the last few years, and why I've now come to the 100% final piece of the puzzles in there, and I can teach this with 100% mechanical rules. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. So we had this rally, base rally. We've broken already down here. This is where I got fucked about. Okay, I left it alone, let the volatility settle down, and eventually what was the supply become demand. There was an area here of demand. Now, if I would have put my stop and just gone for 4-to-1 up to here and had my stop below here, I'd have still been in the setup if I would have reduced my reward to risk. But I trade high reward, low risk, so I accept the losses. But when I get into the winners, I know how to manage it psychologically, which is final number 19 video number 19, what I will bring out on psychology. Mark Douglas, trading in the zone is what you want to be reading or watching. This is what we've got at the moment. Rally, base rally, pullback, a base, and then a rally, base rally. And now we're in a base, and I'm expecting, as per here, very similar, just to break out. So this is what I've talked about in the Discord group. please join and read that. If I go to the 60-minute now, because all I know is I'm looking for longs, it's in that stage of the move, which is dangerous because we're starting to move high, and this is where, again, stop outs will happen. Unless my stop is below really this 60-minute trend line, and that's too much risk. So I'm managing it now, expecting a gap up when the market's open, or let's get out, reanalyze in the Discord group, and I will post my next entries. But if we look at what we've got, A, B, there is a potential E set up if price does retrace to this area. So I'm just going to drill down the time frames and expand and just see if there is anything. There's nothing really in here. There's no setup that I can see for an ABE, not following 100% rules. So I'm looking at the breakout. So if anybody was looking at this now, if we get a close above, I would be looking at a small time to enter, pull back and rally, but I'll be managed target one quite aggressively, and the rest of the position to break even, and looking to just rally into this 144 area. Let's move on to the Euro Yen. Euro Yen has reached its target and some. Okay, so look at the previous videos. So I would be out of this trade. This is where professional traders will be exiting some of their position. This is where breakout traders might be starting to get on board. I don't break out of these highs like this. Okay, I've got my breakout trades. I will explain that in videos. It's going to be in a Discord group. Look at the Discord video I've just uploaded. That will go through the video list that I am in the making when I have time, and I have to keep remaking them because I want to make it clear and simple and reduce that time, because I am renowned for talking too long, as you're probably already aware. But it's important. This is, like I said, I am going to be the best technical trader in the world. You know, I already know I'm the best technical trader in the world, but I'm not recognized. So as I'm growing my wealth, 5-year plan, multi-millionaire by then, and then my hobby will be just going around at exhibitions and probably talking on Bloomberg and Any Money channel, asking where I think the markets are going. That's how I see my future. I'm already living it now, as per the law of attraction and visualization. And if you don't know what I'm on about, watch Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, or read it, or listen to it on audiobook, and also recommended by Yazut's, my son-in-law, the 5 a.m. Club by Christ, what's his name? Anyway, if you Google 5 a.m. Club audiobook, you'll see an orange screen with the 5 a.m. Club. It's a story, but it applies all the principles of becoming a millionaire. So let's have sorry I go on tangents, but this is me. I like it. You know, this is passion. You know, you need to understand. Just click and flick through everything, finding the secret formula. This is it. Right, so this is what we got on the Euro Yen. It's reached its target. Am I trading it at this moment? No, because if I look at the higher time frame here, we have got room to rally, but it's going to be a rally base and some kind of breakout into this area. And the dollar yen is better for me, so I'm not even going to analyze any more on that. I don't want to waste my time on that at the moment. Let's have a look at the Aussie CAD. Right, monthly demand in control. We've taken out supply. We've broken trend line. So we want to be buying, and I'm just hoping we got down into the wiki area. That was all it is, I'm hoping. And there is a good target. It's a huge amount, but it's a tricky situation. As we drop into the weekly, we can see we've got an A, B, and an E, and it did react from that area. So it could reach, it could still reach here, target area, and much lower. Okay, and it's on the move at the moment. So the Aussie is dropping, but as we drop down to the daily, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We have got a daily /240 uptrend here, and now we're at a point where there could be a breakout, but it doesn't follow my rules because we've not removed daily demand. Okay, so this is a very, very more intuitive, advanced. If you wanted to trade it, it's a different trade management. So if I go to the 240, let's really zoom in. And I'm going to give you honestly, this is going to be an eye-opener analogy or metaphor here of how trading is. Think of the monthly as the world, as the whole world. Okay, think of trading as traveling across the world in miles. So if you want to trade from America to Africa, you're going to fly so many thousands of miles, and think about the destination or the entry So your target is the destination, but your entry is the area, is going to be like the airport where you want to get in. So it's drilling down them time frames so that you're risking the size of the town of the airport, so to speak, in miles across to the miles of flying. So that the airport and the town itself, if not the terminal, is a bit like a 1 minute chart. The town could be like a 4 hour chart. The continent in America, not the continents, sorry, the actual state in America could be like the daily, and then you've got America itself could be like the weekly, and the world is literally like the monthly, where you zoom out and you're looking. So you start to see, right, we're going to fly from there to there. This is where price is. Think of the monthly like here as the whole world. You zoomed out, and this is America, and you want to come down here to another continent like Africa. And then you start to drill in where the target is. You want to drill in where the entry is. So this is an analogy of how I look at trading, a microscopic way of looking at it. Once you know the areas, you can wait till price gets there. You start to drill down. You're watching the areas and drill down, so that you're in the actual airport itself. You're not trading across the other side of town thinking you're in the airport to fly across the world in the wrong location. So it's all about location, time frame, location. So this is what we've got, this daily /240 potential break. We have definitely removed 240 demand, and supply is in control, and we've got this drop, base drop, and possibly base drop. So there is a breakout trade here, but reaching this lower target before being stopped out, you could be in some profit, and then getting stopped out is highly probable. So you need to trade on smaller time frames. We're in the middle of the move, nothing else to discuss, except, like, I come back to the big time frame, I want to be buying down here or expecting it to reach this target, and then I'll be out until it reaches this new continent location like the States. Okay, and that is the world. Okay, this is the world looking at it. This is America, and this might be Africa up here. We want to be in at the right airport, in the right city, in the right state, and so forth, hence the time frame, right down to the right fucking gate number, a 1 minute chart. Good analogy, or good more metaphor of how I look at trading and why I get it right a lot of the time. Let's go to EuroCAD. I'm hoping you're enjoying this video. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up if you've managed to listen this far. Give me a thumbs up. Put some comments in there if you're not sure what I'm talking about, and I'll tell you to go to the Discord group probably, but it doesn't matter. I want to just see if you find this interesting or not. I'm trying to develop my skills in getting this across. So here is a weekly trend line break. We've got a drop, base drop kind of thing here. Price is rallying for the double top. This would have been a target, I believe, on the monthly. So we've reached the target area. Look at this monthly rally, base rally in. That, again, don't take my word for it. Go back last few weeks and look at the videos of market analysis and watch them. If you're skipping them, then be part of the 99% who's going to lose, and you're going to spend another 10-15 years like me until you come back and go, fuck me, I was the one who had the answers all along. So that's already been hit. It could still move higher because the target's solid bodied, but if you look at the weekly, we've got this double top, and price has kind of reached. Let's have a look what I put in here. There is I think there is a level or a line in this area. We didn't quite get up there above that target, but price has reacted and dropped. Now we're definitely still in a monthly daily uptrend. So if I combine time frames, there's the monthly, there's the daily. We've reacted from the weekly, but we have room. There's a fake out to reach this target. It's potentially got it's got the potential to reach that target. But looking at the weekly, and the weekly's closed now, I'm not going to trade against the weekly either. The monthly's definitely up. We've reached that kind of target area. A lot of big institutions are looking at this and unwinding their positions. I don't want to be trading there. So long term, I'm not going to analyze any more on that. Let's have a look at the pound dollar. Rally, base, rally, base, rally. We want to be going with the momentum. This is a rally bait. This is a momentum style trade. So if I go straight to the daily, there's the momentum. I want to buy here, and I want my target up at the solid bodies, but I'm just going to go back to that monthly. We haven't closed on the month, the 23rd. Okay, so I can't lean on a target on this. This candle is the open candle, so I'm hoping now we have some strong move to the upside. It's getting later in the month, so I'm expecting strong moves. If I don't get strong moves, I'm not trading it. So what am I expecting? Strong move down, volatility, and strong move back up. It is the 23rd, so we've got all next week pretty much, 5 days. So I'm expecting a Monday or Tuesday a massive collapse and then a massive reaction up. It needs to close higher by the end of the week, and it just needs a big collapse and rally. So huge volatility, otherwise I won't be trading it. It's just as simple as that. I already know I'm not going to trade unless I got huge volatility. But what might happen? We might, because it's momentum, turn here and continue up with just huge. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just completely moving up. So that I'm looking for massive collapse, buy at this. Not really a fresh, and it's a fresh level, not really original because we've tested here. But if I come down to the 240 and just drill a trend line in, draw a trend line in first, I need to get that gist. There is no fresh and original level here. I need the market to turn. Okay, I need a confirmation. I've got no set and forget I can do. So I just want this market to turn. So we come to the 60. All I would be watching on this is removal of supply and a break of that trend line. So where is supply? Let's put the supply in here. So we need a close above the supply at a trend line break. This could be a breakout trade. The markets could open and break, but if it bounces from here, we come down to smaller time frame, we could be starting to remove demand, which we have here, and ride along that trend line for a drop. But this isn't a trade setup that I'm looking. I'm not trying to ride and drop down anymore. So that was it. That's my plan. Big move down, or market must turn before that on the daily, on the 60 or the 62.40 turns. That's what I was talking about. Sorry, I had to pause there. Right, euro dollar. Let's come back out to the monthly. This is this is what I was talking at in one of my videos. We don't need any of this. This was just an explanation. So we've got an uptrend, and a volatile uptrend, a value-based sort of rally, kind of slight pullbacks to these demand areas. So there's a strong momentum move to the upside. The open monthly candle is above, so I'm still looking to go with that momentum. That's all it is. Let's go to the daily. We've got this daily uptrend with a fresh and original area right here. So all I'm waiting on this is very simple. Price to come down into this area at an ABE trend line touch with great volatility, hopefully, so the monthly closes high. If it drags its bum along the bottom and gets down here, I won't be buying this at all. Looking at the fact that the monthly candle may close with a wick reacting from this supply up here. But I'm not worried about this supply. I want to go with the market move. So I'm not going to trade the euro dollar. I'm not going to talk about any intraday setups at all here. It's only long term. Flag pattern on this dollar CAD, rally, flag. This will be a break, and this will be an area of an ABE, solid bodied candles. So this is where I'll be shorting. So why not aim for the target at the solid bodied candles? This is what's happening at the moment. We've got this down flag. We're near the bottom. I want to be looking for longs. Let's have a look what's going on the weekly. There is a level here, which is the actual demand in control. Since we've rallied up here, there is a little bit of rally-based rally, but from all the way up here, we have got this kind of demand in control. And then we've got other weekly supply levels in control within that weekly / monthly demand. So let's have a look at the daily and zoom out a little bit. We've got a break. We've got this flip zone. We've started to create pivot points. So this is not a high probability setup at the moment. And by the way, we're looking at it. Targets have already been. I think these were targets reached for shorting opportunities. So yeah, we're not worried about the dollar CAD. We'll move on to the euro Aussie. Rally-based rally, break of a trend line here. Momentum is still to the upside. I'm hoping by the end of the month we close a bit higher, aiming for this target. This is already one from previous videos. It's already hit a target, and now it's going for second target. So we've taken out and closed above this area of weekly supply. The trend line has been broken, but this could be a fake out. We've not made a higher high, so I cannot adjust the trend line. This is momentum style trading, rally base rally. We've got this area of demand, and I'm expecting this just to continue higher. This is more of an intraday, keeping an eye on it. And at this moment, until we take out this area of supply, I would not be looking to go long. But we could end up with a rally base rally. This is an area of a bit more advanced intuitive trading, and do not trade this one until you get confirmation we're above that level. Monthly, well, this is the drop base drop that price has been bouncing from. Target 1, target 2 is down here. We're getting this big wick on the monthly. We haven't closed yet, so let's just see what's been going on the daily. This looks like a big fake out, but we have got this daily demand level here, so this could be giving us some bounces, and also an ABE potentially down here. So I'm going to just look into that area, and there is a fresh and original level right here, but I think it might be slightly too low, and it is. Nothing looking too good with the New Zealand dollar now. Let's move to the Aussie dollar. In the wedge formation at this moment, this is still the supply level where it's been bouncing from, so there's nothing to trade on that monthly. We've closed above this supply level, and also this supply level here. This is a previous supply. We've got one here now on the weekly. So therefore, what was supply becomes demand. Price has rallied. It's just been squeezed. We want to be breaking out of this before we trade this long term. This could go any way. And let's have a look at the dollar Swiss. Drop base drop into a wiki area, so there could be some volatility. Supplies in control. Go down to the weekly. The weekly has closed up. This could be a drop base drop in the weekly. The daily still in control here. There is a little daily level here that we've taken out, and this trend line on the 240 or even the 60, this huge strong drop down like this has been taken out. The 240 supply has been taken out. We've got 240 demand in control, and we've got a flag pattern developing. So now we know and there is room to continue rallying, even though it's going to go counter momentum. There is room for this to keep rallying. So this would be different trade management, but this is what I see at the moment with the dollar. Flag pattern. You could do this. It's a flag, but you can quite clearly see without drawing this trend line in. So, and we're at the breakout area. The only difference is we have not taken out this area of supply. So if the flag breaks and closes above here on a 60, the pullback would be into this area to go long. Could be a fake out to drop because it's counter momentum on that higher time frame. But if we come back to the monthly, we could end up with a big wick here because we're in this volatile area. So price could move very quick to the upside. So that would be that breakout. Aussie yen. Let's come to the monthly. This is the real level of in control on a really high time frame here. But we've broken this trend line, and we have taken out this kind of mess. There was a little base in area. I'd class this as a rally, sort of drop base rally, very crap, and we've closed below it. Okay, no, we haven't closed below it. We've taken it out. So this is a bit of a range style bound kind of market here. It's quite confusing really, because we're in supply level, but we could push higher. The momentum could keep pushing up, and this could be the new trend line. So I'm aware of that. I'm just going to go and look at what's going on the weekly to give me a little bit more insight. There we go. Trend line break. What was supply here becomes demand over here. Flip zone dropping into here could be that rally. But if you look at it, we're building some kind of flag pattern here. There's supply. We've taken it out, but we've not closed above. So we're coming into this daily kind of wedge formation, and we need to get a close above here to lean on this as demand. So things are kind of in that intermediate stage this particular week. We're not like seeing anything too clean, and the reason why is because the big guys are taking their profits or building positions in momentum, but they're taking out of one market and putting it into another. So what we got here, we got this drop-based rally on the monthly. Price is just reacting on the euro pound. I'm just going to go to the weekly. We've got a drop-based drop where price has reacted. So in this area, you would be looking at a 240 possible break, like this, some kind of momentum, but we haven't even got a high, and the nearest area of demand is this area. So demand is still in control on the 240 / daily, where was a flip zone. So this is where I'd be looking to go long, if anything, and we're bouncing from here. So longs on the euro pound, there's that weekly level we've got to be careful with though, so different trade management, but I would get in here and get my target out here before that weekly area, and watching a potential flag pattern developing here as well. So if we drop a bit lower into here, there will also be breakout trades of this if we can take out 240 supply. Yeah, it's not very clean. I'm rushing this video through because I've really got to go now. I've got other work to do, but yeah, there's nothing too clean. I'm just going to be focusing now on my let's come back, my dollar yen. Trying to reach up to this potential target. This is a measured move, by the way. Just want to show people what I was doing in the Discord group. From here to here, create a flag from the lowest point to the highest point, and I always bring my target in a little bit. So this is my target area, and I might manage it aggressively to go for the 144. That's it, guys. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, join the Discord group, and I'll see you in there. Safe trading.